Cloudy. Cloudy day. Big front door, folks. If you ever come to Hillcrest, come to this place. Break big front door. They have amazing sandwiches. Good morning. If you're here, like and comment. Tell me where you are so I know that you're here. It's a beautiful, cloudy, almost like air conditioned weather in America's finest city, San Diego, California. Checking out those filters. I'm gonna try something different. I'm going to show the bus driver my application for um, to get into the bus, and I want to see if the video ends or does it restart again in 1 minute. It'll be very quick, so if I lose you, hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll be back. And I'm gonna show now the bus driver the thank you so much. Okay, thanks. Excuse me. Well, I'm back, folks. It's too bad I got this grainy window, so I guess it does work. The video came back. It went on pause. We're giving it a 19 very vintage look. I don't think that my channel is too much into politics. It's more about me, my travels. My content is has always been kind of like my art and fashion. I've been in fashion for a long time, and try to make like somewhat of artsy videos. Never professional, of course. I have always, appreciated the avant-garde, the strange and bizarre, the funky. You know who you are. You lived through those decades. Anyway, so but I don't like to get into too much politics because it's just too much. And but I with the Israel and Hamas and all the wars in Russia and Ukraine and so much stuff going on with climate change. I think that the worst I think that the worst news the planet has right now is global warming, climate change. Climate change because in your part of the woods, everybody is waiting for something to happen, or it's happening right now, right? So if you're here, please comment and tell me where you're from. I'm here in San Diego, California. As you can see, the palm trees. I'm giving you a vintage look because I'm on the bus heading to my warehouse where I work. I always want to do like a live video from where I work because there's so much that I see like the whole day, every day. There's so much stuff to talk about. But once in my little world where I work, I don't have time to be on the phone, or I don't want to be on the phone because I need the phone to take pictures for. But it's so exciting every time I go to my job. I'm self-employed. I have always been self-employed. I have never had a boss in my life. Maybe here and there when I was young, but I have never worked. Well, I'm just my own boss. Period. I have I can honestly say that I haven't never had a boss. I don't know what that is. So I am the boss. Anyway, but with politics, besides climate change, I am so thankful right now. So thankful, not that the government of the United States went into the university because they said, like, because it's not the government that should go into and take over and take those people from the protesting, because in the universities, but they took them away. Finally, the it's part of the university to take those students away. I don't know what the hell were they thinking, because if one person goes into a university or school and starts like a little riot or starts acting really weird, obviously they're gonna call the cops. I don't know where they got this how they allow all this time for all those protesters, because nobody gives a fuck about what they think. Because in the United States, when you come into the United States and you are not an American citizen, you can lose your rights and go back to where you came from protesting. Anyways, but a lot of the people, it appears that they were not even in the schools. But if they were in the schools, I'm so happy that they took them out of the school, and I'm so happy that those people got arrested, because it in the end is not, it's just, yes, it is cool what they're doing, because we love to protest, but they can do it in other ways that are more sufficient, in like making videos like this and promoting what they're thinking in other ways that are more positive. None of those people who were there, who looked like they were homeless, were about to be homeless, after they see how much they're gonna pay for this. All they did was create trash, destruction, and you were born and raised with good families that put you in that university, and then you're going over there and doing this shit. You know what? That is not right. I'm sorry. I'm so happy that they took them out, because protesting in the United States should be some kind of because you know what? They're taking freedom of speech into another level that is not freedom of speech anymore. It's called destruction. It's destruction. because in the end, no one's gonna really care. Not even the media is gonna care what you think when you're a destructive person, and that's what you were doing. You were there to terrorize the students. Okay, you're not even in that university, and you go over there. You're basically a terrorist. You're a terrorist with a camping ground. That's what you are. Anyways, in other news, climate change. So that's why I don't like getting into politics, because I have my ways of views are very democratic, but they're also hardcore because I know the history of the world. You can talk to me about politics from Mexico. You can talk to me about the history of London, the history of the medieval times, the history of art, the history of Paris, the history of Mexico City, politicians, artists, who has ruled the world. I am a walking encyclopedia, and people always tell me, Frankie, you're a walking encyclopedia. I don't put my thoughts into video because I don't know a lot of the wording, how to express, because because of the wonderful Wizard of Oz. But yeah, when you are a destructive person and you are terrorizing the schools, you should pay, and you should not be ever allowed to basically protest. Period. Some rights should be taken away from people because you cannot have all the rights in the world and eat your cake, right? Some of the students that are there, they're not even from Palestine, they're not even from Israel. They're American citizens. A lot of the students that go to those universities, UCLA, Columbia University, one quarter of those people are not even American. All of these people they live in those parts. They, like, especially in LA, all of them just go to LA to study, and then they go wherever they come from. And some of them are yeah, they're born US citizen, but their families are not from the United States. And those are really great schools. So when you go to the school and you camp and you terrorize for some stupid ideology that you think that the government is going to help Palestine or help, or they're not going to do nothing. So you as a human being should be a little bit more smarter than that, right? Nobody cares about your beliefs and what you think. Nobody cares, because those people in those part of the world, they don't care about your thinking. They don't even know that you exist. Those people in those parts of the world, they hate Americans. They hate gays. They hate the way that we think. I know that you think that you're fighting for the children of the world, but you're not. What you are is you're taking those children that are going to those universities, you're taking the right to study and finish a degree that only lasts 3 months. All that time that you guys were there, you should pay for the tuition of those students. Anyways, I said my 10 cents. Check this out. The weather is getting better. When I get out of the bus very soon, the weather is gonna probably the sky's gonna look better. It's getting clearer. There are some clouds. It is hump day. The first day in May. Oh my God, the first day in May. The first day in May, that's when the issue of the September issue starts, right? The first day in May is the first day of the September issue of Vogue when they start working on it for the September issue. The first day in May, I think that's it, right? Vogue, Anna Wintour. I'm hoping that everybody has a really good day. I don't know what kind of language you are when you come to my channel. That's why I want you to guys to comment. My channel, even though that I speak fluent Spanish, I don't make my videos in Spanish. I never do live videos in Spanish because I don't really know what to say. Sometimes I just feel like out of the blue, I just start a live video and I think in English. But it would help me if the person who's watching this video is speaking Spanish, because I can make a special video with the description and the title in Spanish, so they know that I'm going to speak in Spanish. Anyways, well, the universities have always taken its toll on people. The university riots, the university protests from decades past, not just in the United States, but they have turned very, very deadly in Mexico City. Mexico has the worst, deadliest protests, university attacks in on our planet, probably. Really the worst. I don't know if there's any other, any other way to put it. If you can search what happens in Mexico, if what happened at Columbia University and at the protests at UCLA, in Mexico, you would not be able to get away with it. They would just go there and massacre everybody. Everybody has their own ways of dealing with this type of protest. In America, you can get away with a lot of shit, but you know, you are going overboard. You are taking your freedom to a next level, and you should have a little bit of more decency and more respect for the people that go into those universities to study. Nobody cares about your beliefs if you are going to be doing that type of shit. You should be a smarter person and find another platforms and other ways to express yourself and help the people by making videos or doing kindly protests like at night, because disturbances are not going nowhere. They're not going to do nothing. Remember Black Lives Matter, all they did for nothing? Because really, it was just a waste of time. Where is Black Lives Matter? Nowhere to be found. Where is Black Lives Matter when the abortion rights are taken away from you? Where are all the black ladies, the black females marching and protesting for your rights? Because a lot of the people who are take abortions are more of the ethnic people, right? So that's another live video about my way of thinking of abortion rights. It is very painful that a woman has to not only have a child and raise him when the husband goes away and is whoring around like Trump when Melania was having babies or had a baby, and Donald Trump was now he's facing court because of his bad dealings, right? He has to face Stormy Daniels. So that's the way of the American life, by the way. It's not just Trump, it's everybody all over the world. But Donald Trump is a true example of somebody who is a womanizer, somebody that you cannot trust to marry, and somebody who's going to be a whore and hire prostitutes that later are going to be landing on the first lady's seats at the White House. We don't know who's going to be the next seat, but let's hope that it's not the same prostitute that became You know what I mean. Anyways, first lady. But with abortion, with abortions is a very delicate matter because in the end, the vagina has a lot of power. And I don't, like I said, the vagina has a lot of power, but I don't see them marching. I don't see them protesting for their rights. I don't know where's Black Lives Matter. You know, the November 4th ballot is coming. I don't see them marching for nothing. The lazies are still in bloom, folks. If you want your rights, you better start marching, but I don't see any marching. I always say that the gays are always going to be behind the people who march for abortion rights. It's not the way that people think. We can start another live video on religion. I can do another live video on Trump. I can do another live video on abortion. I can do another live video on gay rights. I can start doing a live video on John Lennon and what he stood for Vietnam, and so on and so forth. It's time for me to get out of the bus, folks. Anyhow, I'm almost to my warehouse to start my day. I mean, I'm actually an hour. I'm not an hour late. I just want to be. I just like to start like around 7:15. 8:15. I usually just go, and then from here I just go and get my lunch or like a big breakfast somewhere near over here my job, and then I start working on my eBay. I actually decided to start this video with the description of my eBay store. So, because this is the only way that somebody can, you know, like, how do you say? I don't have anything with sponsors or people buying me things or sending me gifts or none of that stuff. I had monetization on my videos and I took it off because I hated those ads on my videos. Can you believe it? I was making really good money every month. I was making really good money on my every month, and I took it out of my videos because I didn't like the ads. Obviously, I was drinking. When I was drinking, I took off by accident. I just took it out of monetization only because I didn't want the ads in my videos. But now, I've been studying a lot about what kind of ads I would want on my videos if I ever had the videos again, the monetization back, because I qualify, you know, like when I took it off, then the process is really hard to get it monetized again. But I qualify for those things, so I'm just waiting for something. But there's a check going. I have a check waiting for me, folks. When I start monetization again, they're gonna send me a check. But for now, the only way that if somebody would wanna help me is basically just buying something from my store. If you have an eBay account, here's my bus again. I'm gonna get on the second bus, folks. So hopefully I won't get end this video soon. Okay, folks, I'm back on the bus, live and direct. a vintage reel. Well, hoping everybody's having a wonderful Wednesday, miércoles, hump day. Thank you for coming into my channel, saying hi in America's finest city, San Diego, California. In San Diego, I'm on the second bus to my warehouse to work. It's hump day. I always wonder what hump day really means. I got a cool, I have a really cool filter on the camera. It's like an 8 millimeter, like a sort of like a vintage reel. Maybe I should go to Starbucks, but I need to go to my warehouse. It's turning out to be a beautiful day in America's finest. Actually, I don't even have to get out of the bus because this is the trolley. I can continue my journey to Vaughn's, which is our local supermarket. But I do have a banana with me and a fabulous drink. So what do you guys think of this reel? It always gets very warm over here because this is like almost at the San Diego State at the campus. Anyways, we're almost to my warehouse. I have a busy day today with my eBay. Not necessarily making sales. See, that would be another fabulous live video, just talking about eBay and helping people who have eBay. How I have been with eBay longer than I've been with YouTube. I have been with eBay for 2 decades. And I think that the way that I have my mentality with eBay is sort of the way that I have my mentality with YouTube. I've been a YouTuber for 17 years, almost 18, I think. And then with eBay, I have been with eBay for more than 20 years. I know it's kind of scary, but and then I had other eBay accounts before the one that I have right now. That's almost 2 decades. It's over 2 decades. But I had other eBay accounts. When eBay, you can just you can have like as many eBay accounts as you wanted, because that's how eBay started. So